I'm Jaffe Jones with Realty ONE Group Skyline in Sarasota, and I would love to have you as a client. But why should you hire me as a realtor? Well, let's talk about that. First and foremost, I am passionate about this business. I grew up in it. My father owned one of the largest lighting fixture stores in St. Louis, and we spent our weekends going to new home construction, looking at the layout, even these, back in the days when you could trespass, nobody got annoyed at that kind of thing. There would be cutouts for the stairs and no stairs into the basement. I mean, any of us could have fallen off and, it would have been an incredible lawsuit, but that's what we did. And he would count off the steps, measuring the wood in the foundation that was lying on top of what would be the basement, and he would figure out what the builder would need. And on Monday morning, after doing this all weekend long, he would call up the builder and try and get the business, which he did, and he was very successful at that. So that was my early start, and then I became a TV investigative and consumer reporter, which meant I was always fighting for the little guy. So I would get hundreds of complaints about bad builders, about bad contractors, and I would be the one that would work for a resolution. So, my gig names had different names at the different stations I was at, but one of them was like On Your Side or Action 2, those kinds of things where we would strive for a resolution. So I got very good at negotiating, hopefully a happy ending, and then we would do a story with a resolution. At the end, we would go, case closed. So if we do business with people we know, love, and trust, the trust is where I come in to really act on for your best interest, basically. I know these things, not that I'm a building inspector when I go out to look at a property, but I kind of know what is a good property and what isn't. And of course, some people want to buy bad properties because they can flip them and fix them, and it's a great gig. But just having an awareness of all this is so important when you hire somebody like me. I am also a competitive runner. If you check out my social media, you'll see that I have placed in, as I record this, 205 5K or longer races for my age group since 2006, just on plants. And part of my whole vegan journey was that my mom, aunt, and both sisters got breast cancer. I'm the only adult female in my family without. We were part of the Myriad Genetics BRCA1 and BRCA2 gene studies. So all my life I've been focused, as I watched everybody in my family get really sick and die, how do I avoid this insanity? There must be a better way, because the bypasses for heart disease, because they all got heart disease and diabetes as the result of eating a poor diet, there's just got to be a better way. So I changed my diet at 28. That's where that journey began. I also started running then, and now I'm a nationally ranked sprinter and actually got a gold medal at the National Senior Games the last time they had it. So it's all about using your ears to listen to what you want, and that's what I do. And then we try and filter it down to your dream reality, whatever form or shape that might look like for you. And in my time in this business, I've had people just jump on my website, ellensellsarasota.com, and they say, oh, I want to live by the birds on Lido Key, or I want to see those romantic sunsets. How do we get there? And you can start dreaming on my website.